So the weeks leading up to the show, you want to start compiling lists and lists and lists of things. So one list thing you want to have is your cue sheet. And so this will be for all technical elements, set movements, any special effects, anything like that that needs to happen. And you want to have those organized by act, by scene number, and eventually in the week or two before the show, you'll assign those to people. Another list that you want to have is your pre and post show responsibilities for the crew. It's very important that all the crew has something to do before and after the show. And so the past couple years have, the weeks leading up to the show, anything I notice, we have to remember to do that. We have to remember to do that. I write it down and then I compile a list of things that need to be done and I assign it to people. And it's a checkoff list. So before every show, I post a new pre and post checkoff list. And before the show, once their job is done, they need to go check it off themselves. So right before their show starts, you can go look at the list and everything's checked off, so you're good to go. Because you, as an assistant stage manager, can't handle checking all these things. You need to delegate it out so that it is completed. That is also for post-show, you want to do the same thing. Another list thing you want to do is if you have any special effects. We've had dry ice past couple of years. You want to make sure that people running the dry ice have their own cue sheet for that, and so that none of the cues are missed. But you will, while the show is going on, check in with them and remind them, don't forget this cue. But it's very important they have their own cue sheet. So on a non-backstage side of things, the assistant stage manager is also in charge of making sure that all the front of house things, those are what happen before the show happens, are completed. So in the back of the house, you want to make sure that you have 2 tables set up with nice tablecloths on them and all the programs on there. Well, not all of the programs. You want to just do a certain amount per night depending on how many you ordered. You want to make sure those are restocked before every show. You want to make sure all the ushers have baskets for ticket stubs. You need to put up all the signs that need to go around, like no food and drink in the auditorium. This is an emergency exit only, cast and crew only beyond this point. All those signs, which are kept in the file cabinet of stage manager folders. And you also need to make sure that we get the headshots of the cast and crew printed well before the show, and we have new headshot boards which go on 12-foot flats and then are hung on poles, and they can go out in front of the house in the West Mall. And you also want to coordinate how all the line is going to work and how the box office and will call is all going to work. A lot of that ties in with the marketing crew, but you want to make sure that everything is very systematically organized and easy to set up every night and take down after every show.